Hola chicos! 2 months ago I have quit my job in media publishing and now I am living rent-free in this cave in the beautiful La Palma island in the Canaries. How? What? Where? Hola, buenos días, mi amigos. Bienvenido a La Palma, La Isla Bonita. Welcome, guys. I'm here in the beautiful island of La Palma. And today I want to show you my accommodation and the property where I have been living for the past 2 weeks and volunteering as a workaway. So I've been living on this beautiful land, this beautiful property, or finca as they call it in these Spanish lands, for 2 weeks, as I said, and basically I'm at the very end of the property. Behind there maybe you can see the ocean, maybe not. We've been having some really rainy weather the past week, which is not very normal, so everything is wet. My cave is wet because, yeah, as you'll see, I'm basically living in a hole that's inside a little hill. But it's very nice, very quiet, very secluded here. I mean, look at the view that I have. Doesn't get better than this, does it? Okay, let's go inside. So this is my grand little entrance that has been built to protect a little bit from the rain. Just basically some palm leaves. Now let's go into my cueva. Bienvenida, hello. Yes, it's now dripping down from the actual cave because of the amount of rain that we have. So it is a little bit wet, but the most important parts are dry and I can sleep in a dry, cozy bed. As you see, is a really big king-size bed over here in the little cave, and we have here a little chair where basically, as you do at home, I store all the clothes that I wear aren't ready to wash, but you just don't know where to put them. I have my towels. There is a little shelf over there with some things that I guess previous inhabitants have left. Here you have a beautiful decoration, I would say, that maybe also serves as a protection because there are like little sandstones kind of things falling down here. But yeah, still very bohemian, chic, rustic kind of vibe. Over here on the right drippy side, it's like, yeah, as you see, I think this should be fixed a little bit, but yeah, we have a hanger, which now nothing is hanging because it would be wet. Then on this pole that I'm not sure what purpose it serves, other there's some fairy lights on it that I think they just died yesterday. Here on this side we have some little shelves that I put my stuff on, and then very interestingly there's another room here being dug out, and I guess maybe after it's done the bed is gonna be there and this is just gonna be a lounge area. I'm not sure. So yeah, there's like little windows into the next room, some shelves, and I have a little window here that usually I protect because there's wind blowing. But as for the covers, I have this very thick wool blanket and one duvet, which is enough for sleeping basically in the outside. I would say the lowest temperature at night that we had was maybe 10 degrees, which is fine with this. Basically, the wool blanket is more to protect from the humidity because it is very damp in here. Even before, the week before when we had a lot of sun, it was still kind of damp. But the cave perfectly protects you from the wind. We are on the non-windy side of the barranco, I would say, of the valley, so that is good, because before in the yurt it was windy and cold and loud because the yurt was not properly like built or secured, so it would be like everything would be kind of like shaky. And yeah, so this is like super quiet. Like at night there is no noise whatsoever. It's complete silence, which can be weird, but it's actually really nice. I also have a little door, whoop, to close my cave so there's no animals coming. And yeah, when I come out, this is basically my view. For lighting, I have some solar charged little lights, and that kind of does the job. Okay, so maybe you are wondering, like, why on earth are you staying in a cave? Why are you literally living outside? Well, in the Canary Islands, this is actually a very common way of living. I mean, you know that there's a point in time in history when we were all living in caves. Now it's just been a little bit more adapted to modern times. Although some can be very simple and primitive. Well, I wouldn't say this is simple and primitive. It's still quite cozy and nice. But some are actually like whole apartments. People really do them nicely, and if you have these natural structures available, which in Canary Islands, which are volcanic islands, are plentiful, because, so I heard, these natural caves basically were gases that were trapped when lava was flowing down. And so geologically, this is very porous, so it's very easy to like dig inside the caves and just make them bigger and better. But yeah, here it's very common for people to be living in caves. It just reduces costs of building a whole house. The climate allows it, and it's so much nicer to sleep in a natural environment than something that is completely artificially built. It's better for your health and just overall well-being. So a lot of people do it, and I have to admit, this is the second cave I've been living at. The first was in Tenerife when I was volunteering at Tenerife Horse Rescue during the pandemic in 2021, and I lived in that cave for like 4 or 5 months, and I have to say it was one of my favorite places where I've lived. And so when the opportunity arose that I do another workaway and that I stay in cave, I was like, hell yeah, I do want to repeat that. And yeah, it's been very cozy here. I've been having good sleeps, peaceful sleeps. Yeah, the only thing that is a little bit annoying now is this rain. Because when you live outside, the rain, yeah, just complicates things. Most of the things that you do are outside because you're living outside. So when it's raining, there's not much to do. So I'm contemplating actually what is the next step. Okay, I want to also show you around the finca because it's literally, if my previous place at Jan's was paradise, then this is the true Garden of Eden, and you will see in a minute when I show you what I'm talking about. But when I first came here, I was blown away. Now let's wait for the rain to stop and I'll show you the rest. All right, let's get out of this cave into the world. Ooh. I need to show you two amazing things. First is my own private dry toilet, aka the compost toilet. I just go whoop 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 over here, ta-da! Look at the view from the toilet. It's something. It's amazing to poop with this view. All natural. And then the second thing that I was using a lot when I first arrived, because it was really sunny and hot, is not quite my private, because it's from the whole finca, but it's right next to my cave, and it is my own outdoor shower. Yeah, basically how it works is you turn on the water, you shower, and again, this is the view that you have. The ocean. So the shower, the water gets heated up there. The black tubes in the sun warm up the water, and boom, warm shower. It also comes with a little rack for drying clothes and lounge chair, so you can enjoy the view and sunbathe over here. Over here we have an avocado tree. Where is an avocado? Where is an avocado? Oh, over there. Oh, there's so many. So yeah, we have an avocado tree. It's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, I'd say the benefits of this cave are that it's very private here at the end of the finca. So the rest is all down there, the kitchen, the shower, the communal areas, all other people's caves and vans and all that stuff. And here it's just me, the view, the goats who come, let's say, every second day, very exposed to nature. And yeah, I love it. Love the vibes here. One of the best things about living in a cave is that you are exposed to all these natural materials. So, you know, it's how it's supposed to be. The bad thing is you're exposed to natural elements, which you see with like a week of rain everywhere. It's like dripping, dripping, dripping. Everything is wet and damp and moist and kind of cold, but not that much. So yeah, this is the cave life. When it's sunny, it's absolutely glorious. Alright, I don't think the weather will change to any better in the upcoming days, so I'm gonna have to show you the property, the finca, as is. Bathroom. Let's go inside. Gardens, lots of trees, lots of flowers. here is cave number 1 for one volunteer. Up the stairs we have here the kitchen area. Lots of beautiful, beautiful trees. This is our outside and the cave kitchen. Go inside. Here we also have a fire pit, hammock, hangout for the evenings. And then further down, you walk through the Garden of Eden towards my cave. Outdoor shower. Over there the toilet and the magnificent view. So how is this finca different from the place where I was before? I would say the biggest difference is size. It's like 6 times bigger. It's a lot of terraces also going up. Lots of plants, so many more than before. Like we're talking hundreds of trees and little bushes and flowers and all kinds of veggies and fruits. We have mangoes, papayas, pineapple, avocado, lychee, strawberries, lemons, olive trees, figs, bananas. So many different beautiful plants on this property. And then the biggest I would say is, yeah, there's the caves, cave kitchen, my cave, another volunteer's cave. There's a lot of space to hang out just among the gardens here. This is actually one of my favorite areas, the yoga chill out area. So here we have a little platform with a banana tree, a little swing, and then you can do yoga with a view. We also have electricity here. As you saw in the bathroom, there is a boiler so we can have hot water when there's enough sun. We also have a washing machine that we can use when there's enough sun and enough electricity. The solar panels here are much stronger than the place I was before. Before we could only charge our mobile phones. Here we can charge pretty much everything, and they have normal outlets where I can put my laptop in, so I don't have to go into town to just charge my laptop, which is such a time saver. So yeah, I would say this is much more upscale than the place I was before, more luxury, it's warmer, it's on the non-windy side of the barranco. Well, the work is a little bit more structured and organized as well, but we can talk about that later, I guess, what I actually do here. I thought this tree is some kind of willow, but actually it's Peruvian pepper tree of some sorts. It's So, I promised I would share what I'm actually doing here. Like, why am I living in a cave? Well, like I said, this is a part of my volunteer project through Workaway. I'm volunteering my time to help out around the finca. And basically, arrangement here is, and this can differ from place to place, is that I work 4 hours during the weekdays, and for those 4 hours per day, I get accommodation, which I chose this beautiful cave. I could have chosen to stay in the caravan, but I just prefer this. It's natural, it's peaceful, it's really nice. And I also get one meal per day that is completely organic, mostly here from the garden. And probably you're interested, okay, but what do you do for those 4 hours? Mostly we were doing weeding. As you've seen, there are a lot of gardens here, a lot of plants, a lot of trees, lots of veggies, fruits, and everything is built in terraces because the terrain in the island is very steep. So there's a lot of terraces that needed to be weeded. It's the season for planting here, it's March. So I've been mostly spending my time in the garden, which I actually love. It's very zen. It's very nice to get your hands dirty. A couple of days I was also shoveling dirt. And I was shoveling in the sun for 3 hours. That was fun. And what else were we doing? I've done a lot of cleaning. The last week was very rainy here. So things get dirty when you live outside. So when you want to go inside the caves, we just had to clean a lot. Gardening, weeding, cleaning, and chickens. How did I forget about the chickens? I was feeding chickens, and not just feeding, cleaning their whole coop. Oh, I'm gonna miss my chickies. That was one of my favorite things because it was the first thing I did in the morning was go and fetch some greens and go to the chickies and feed them. They were so happy. I think chickies are also gonna be one of the first animals that I get in my little farm. So it was great to learn about that. Oh, I made a banana bread twice. Also today I made guacamole. So working in the kitchen a little bit. What else? Nothing, that's pretty much it. But for me, the main experience is just, living outside, being outside pretty much 24/7. Yes, it's so good for your soul, for your human being, for your well-being, I wanted to say. Very good. Now that the sun is finally out again, it's really great. And then also just seeing how different people do these projects, because when I start my own project, my own property, I definitely want to take advantage of Workaway. I just think it's a really great exchange of how someone who wants to travel maybe a little bit more slowly, a little bit more engaged, a little bit more integrated, and then help out someone who is building something great. A lot of these projects are very eco-friendly, sustainable, and just the people are great. I learned so much just from being here, just from observing how they do things, not just building, gardening, but also running the place. Get so many ideas on how to do things, just working with different tools. How you treat people, how you arrange the volunteers, how you organize things. All that is so valuable to see how other people are doing it. So you see okay, I like this, I don't like this, I'm gonna do it like this and not like that. Super, super, super valuable experience. For me, it's a really great way, a great opportunity to save up money, spend winter somewhere warm, and learn very valuable skills. It's a win-win-win, So there you go. This was my life in a cave. If you have any questions about Workaway, this place, La Palma, me, I don't know. Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.